According to wedding experts, a theme is what ties your wedding together and will help guide your decisions for your wedding. But how do you decide on a theme, and what are the most popular themes for local couples? Here to help us out, Kendo Higashino with White Orchid Wedding. Hello.
Hi, Trini.
Thanks for being here. I'm great.
Good.
First of all, how does one come up with a theme?
Well, sometimes when you talk to your brides, they already have a theme in mind. Others, not so much. So when they select their venue, we kind of try to work with the elements associated with that place and choose 3 colors to work off of and accessorize from there.
Okay, now you brought some examples with you in studio. Tell us about the first one.
So this first example we have here, it's our driftwood theme. We kind of wanted to, go with a more natural look, but also make it very elegant. We've incorporated fresh picked driftwood from the beach out in Wai'ehu. We've used whitewashed driftwood chargers for the place settings, and we've polished it off with some coral accents, driftwood, as well as some white linen and patterned linen too.
This is gorgeous. When you were setting up, I thought I had an idea of what my favorite was, but now that I'm looking at everything together, I'm like, oh, I can't decide.
I know what my favorite is, that's for sure.
But I love how you really tie it all together. I mean, you're looking at the tables, the centerpiece. How important are centerpieces?
Centerpieces are huge. They're kind of your focal point for the event. A lot of people like to think of their ceremony reception or their ceremony site as the most important part. However, they forget that, you're spending maybe half an hour at the most up there. So really you want to kind of think of your tabletops for the reception dinner. Your guests will be sitting there and looking at it all night. So really just focusing on that. There are ways that you can take tabletop decor from your ceremony site, so you can kind of repurpose those to save a little bit on budgeting if that's what you're looking for.
That's a great idea, because that's what we did too. A lot of people use the flowers from the ceremony and then use it at the reception.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, so why not?
All right, our second theme.
Our second theme here, we have a boho chic kind of look. A lot of people are scared to use a lot of color because you can go really wrong with color. However, when you incorporate all these colors together, you kind of, pull in the natural moss to pull it together. With this look, in the photo shoot we did, we suggest not doing this indoors just because it's kind of hard to work with a ballroom setting. However, if you have a nice garden area, we kind of did it out in front of our mango tree at my house, actually. But you could also do this, on a real swanky, fun rooftop bar or a fun place in downtown. So.
Did you write my name on the place setting?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And you're right. I mean, I can't see this in a ballroom setting, but a lot of people, especially in Hawaii, have their weddings outdoors, and this would look beautiful.
I mean, it doesn't have to be just for a wedding. It could be for, a 40th
birthday party.
Or, we do all kinds of events, so we could kind of make it fun for any event.
All right, and finally?
Finally, we have this formal setting. We like to use this. We could use it both indoors and outdoors. It's probably the easiest to incorporate with both. We have, the beautiful gold rim china that we're using. We have the candelabra and crystals that are kind of popular with this era. We're seeing a resurgence of the Roaring 20s, but with a more modern, elegant touch. So this is by far my favorite, but it's great because we can use it both indoors and outdoors.
Wonderful. Now, are there any themes that you do not recommend?
Any themes I would not recommend? More so items that I'd incorporate. I would not do, just consider your elements. Floating candles outside do not work. The ball lanterns are kind of going away with, as well as the mason jars. We kind of like, the more gold rim china or, going with different lighting elements. The lighting creates the mood for your event. So just look into that.
Okay. Now, you guys, White Orchid Weddings, you're an a wedding planner.
Yes.
Event planner, and you're statewide.
We're statewide. We specialize in weddings. However, we do corporate events and other events as well. We also have a same-sex division of White Orchid Wedding, which is Purple Orchid Wedding, now that it is legal in the state. So we're really excited about it.
Well, this is beautiful. You guys have done a gorgeous job. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Again, choosing your theme, so important, because when once you go from there, once you choose your colors and kind of the look you're going for, kind of throws everything else in place.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely does.
All right, Kendall, thank you so much.
Thank you, Trini.
Coming up after the break, oh, and then you wanted to also thank some people who helped you this
Yes,
morning.
we did want to thank Anna Kim Photography for shooting the amazing tabletop shoot. We also want to thank Delables for doing all the florals in those shoots as well. Pacific Island Rentals, they provided us with all the tabletop, the tables and rentals. Set for the tabletop decor, and Carolee Higashino of A White Orchid Wedding for designing all this.
All
and
right.
one more thing, our linens from Wildflower.
Kendall, thank you so much.